Willkommen, bienvenue, and welcome back to this rainy morning on MHC. It's the morning. There are lots of zombies around, and they're not dying from the sun because, well, they keep getting put out. So we need to do it ourselves. Probably some spiders about too. Gotta keep an eye out for creepers in particular. Because zombies, well, they're a little preoccupied. Pity, gentle sirs. Time to die. Okay. That should be good. Let's put our hoe away. Make a little hopway into this side. And I believe this is not lit up properly. So let's grab some diorite and block this part off. And go light that up for him. Yeah. What are you again? Shepherd. Yeah, I know. I don't have anything you want. These places don't have a lot of spawning spaces, so it's unlikely that something will spawn up here, but even unlikely things happen from time to time. No. Go back inside, Winthrop. Really? You want to be outside? There are evil, dangerous things out here. Winthrop, back inside. Fine, I will make a different way out. Really? Really, Winthrop? That's what you wanted to do? Okay, so if you die... Oh, that's why you wanted to go out. You wanted to steal my crops. Okay. That's the last straw, Winthrop. That's the last straw. Push, push. Ah! I need to be more aware of my surroundings. Okay, I really want a cask of Amontillado this guy. But I'm not certain of the best way of going about it. It's probably to dig out from under him. Sorry, Winthrop. You brought this on yourself. Stealing my crops. Well... After that unfortunate incident, let's talk about something a bit more positive. Lots of zombies means lots of rotten flesh, but still probably not enough for the cleric. We do want to do a bit of agriculture, but I think our time would be better served right now getting the pigs together. So step one... actually getting inside. Apparently my parkour skills are suboptimal. So we want to get the two pigs that are inside. At least there were two pigs inside. Is there a house pig? There are pigs out there. We used to have two pigs inside this place. Fine. Okay, so what we need is a pig. Here's hoping we don't dig into any of the cave systems underneath us. We don't! Good. Come here, piggy. Into the pit. You, thank you for volunteering. Since you're the first volunteers, you get to breed. Come on, piggy. Now, I know I could make it with walls or fences or whatever, but it's just so easy to make a pit and shove them on in. And you know they won't get out. Now, there's a chance, if you unload the chunks, that they might phase into the walls and suffocate, but the odds of that are pretty low, particularly with how much I'm not going to be walking around and unloading the chunks. Okay, there are 4 pigs. 2 of them should want to breed. There we go. Still raining, but still time for pigs. Now it's going to get more and more difficult to actually hit the pigs that need to breed, so we will likely need to expand our pig pit a bit. Or make a secondary pig pit for secondary pit pigs. We'll also eventually want to expand our defenses to encompass the pig pit. Into the pit. Hey, come back here. Trying to escape. Come on, piggy. This way. Brilliant! Into the pit. Now we need to also make sure that we ourselves don't fall into the pit with the pigs. Okay, I think our pig pit is already suboptimal. So let's expand it a bit. There we go. Okay, and we could make a fence, but I'm going to save that for nighttime when I've got more leisure time on my hands. Now, there are a lot of cave entrances around, so we generally don't want to back up. Because you never know what hole you're going to fall into. I think we lost one of them. That's okay. Any 2 pigs are good pigs. New pigs. Make new pigs. Brilliant! Okay, how many walls do we have? We have 27 walls. Let's see what we can do with 27 walls. Not nearly enough. And that spider sounds really close. So we can't do a whole lot with the walls. Securing this area is going to be a bit of a nightmare. So I think the best we're going to do is bring this across here and grab something that we have a lot of. And increase the size of this wall. And eventually we'll fill in the rest of it such that it works out. If we had a better shovel, we could likely dig a trench instead. But right now we don't have a better shovel. Okay, so there's that. Jeez, there's already a skelly about. Probably down in one of the caves. Okay, we're out of that. So, plan B. Wood. Whoa. Okay, so we're building up some halfway decent fortifications here. Okay, now this one we can dig here because we're going to need some more dirt for expanding our farms. And there we go. So this area is slightly more secure. Let's bolster our defenses over this side. Hello, skeleton in a pit. You can stay there. Okay, now this wall is obsolete. As is this one. Now we just need to illuminate these areas, and we'll be good to go. And there we are. We'll eventually fill in this trench such that it's a nice village again, but we've got tons of crops to harvest tonight because we didn't do it in the morning. And we can do it in relative safety. Now, I'm not entirely certain how all these potatoes got lumped in with the carrots, but that's okay. I actually probably should replace some of these rows of carrots with rows of potatoes. We do want carrots to breed the pigs with, but we don't need this many carrots. Okay, so we're gonna need a chest over in this general area. So let's build ourselves another crafting bench. And make ourselves a couple of chests. We probably don't need a double chest over here, but it couldn't hurt. Actually, let's put it somewhere relatively safe, and then put away some things we don't particularly need right at the moment. I could make a bow, but I don't have any feathers. I've got 2 arrows. I should plant some sugar cane in case I move to... If I search out another village at some point. If they've got a librarian, having a bunch of sugar cane could come in handy. Let's do that right here. And I put away my dirt, didn't I? Of course I did. And before anybody gets all on the, but you should plant the sugarcane in sand bandwagon, it doesn't matter. Sugarcane only cares about whether or not it's adjacent to water. What it's planted in has no effect on its growth whatsoever. Any bias you feel it's just that. It's a bias. There we go. It's not rooted in reality. You might feel like it grows faster, but confirmation bias can make you feel a lot of things. Potatoes. And I said I believe it was Cherry Bitter's comment section, I'm not sure. but about the distribution of villagers. Izuma did some extensive study on this, and it turns out that the randomization is uniform in their coat color. So there's an equal chance of getting a brown villager versus a purple villager versus a white villager. However, it's then also uniform in their profession once their coat has been chosen. Now, what that means is with the clerics, there's only one purple-coated villager. It's the cleric. So if it rolls purple, you get a cleric. Whereas if it rolls brown, you might get a shepherd, you might get a fletcher, you might get a fisherman, you might get a farmer. So your odds of getting a farmer are drastically lower than that of getting a librarian or a cleric. It's a little unfortunate, but it's just how they decided to code it. I still haven't done research on whether it's better to eat carrots or bread, economically speaking, because the amounts that you need of each are different. So at some point I should probably do a hunger and saturation per emerald sort of comparison. I've actually got more potatoes around than I thought. That way I can know which food type eats less into my profits. I see you over there, spider. Because every piece of food you eat is cutting into your profits. Because you can either sell it to the farmer or the butcher. And I'm planning on doing most of my work with the farmer. We're at 17 minutes. Is the farmer in here? Oh, right, they wander around. I haven't actually locked them in, so they could be anywhere. Fletcher, we do not have the string for that just yet. Greetings, gentlemen. There are a lot of you in here. Apparently this is the social club meeting. Hello, farmer. Let's get some carrot money from you. I want to get at least one emerald every episode. Just for good measure. Okay, so now that we've got that all set up, what do we want to do? I would kind of like to expand one of the farms a bit, but the safe zone is pretty well full up. So any expansion that I would do will likely need to be out in the wilds. I'm going to fix this church while I'm at it, because that is just unsightly. There we go. That's much better. I will probably want to fix the wall eventually as well, but the only really viable farmland is right over here. So I might actually want to take advantage of that, but the sun is coming up, so I'll have to do it quick. So I need dirt to fill it in, and my hoe to do the plowing. Silly grass always getting in the way. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So yeah, let's actually just do it. Oh man, I hate when the grass gets in the way. We're still not to day 4 just yet. And that's the sound of them just starting to burn. So we've got at least a few seconds to go. So we might not get to plant anything, but we'll at least till this soil for added farm space. Now I'm not sure how far apart the villages are, so it might actually be a better plan, those people who are going to various different villages, to do that. Because if multiple villages are loaded, you can have all of their farms going at once. That'll be more than just the farmland I can deal with here. But it is now day 4, so I will see you in the next episode of MHC with Light.